All right, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys are doing well this afternoon. I want to thank you guys for joining me for this kind of special mid-afternoon webinar, live webinar with me calling asset managers. So, sorry, I'm trying to get cleared up here. So, want to go through a quick little kind of review what we're doing here. We had close to 300 people register for the call. Actually, expect over 300 people on the call today watching me. Do me a favor, for those that are on right now, please leave your questions and comments to a minimum. If it's something that we're on the call with, great. I'll try to stop briefly to answer questions, but all the extra comments, yay, nay, things like that, unless I ask a question for a response, please just kind of keep it to a minimum because we want to expedite these things as we get rocking and rolling. All right. This call is being recorded. We're going to knock out a ton of phone calls today. Hopefully we get through 50. We'll maybe go 2-3 hours for the heck of it going through things. But I want to go through quickly. Let's see. Let me close that down. So I'm not, there we go. Perfect. Go through a quick little PowerPoint here, kind of the emphasis besides this, okay, behind calling banks. And you guys are probably going to have a few questions here really fast. So that's fine. Let's try to get these out of the way on the front end for you. All right. As always, if you guys want to connect with me, please online. The different social media websites. We do a lot of stuff on here. This will be uploaded to Vimeo and probably uploaded straight to the website actually here over the next couple days. Is Steven the only one that can't hear me? Yep, all good here. So Steven, you better turn your volume up, buddy. It's on your end, your speakers. Everybody else is good. I can see that my audio is working fine here for you guys for the most part. So check out your audio there, Steven. It's not me. All right. As always, we do have an upcoming virtual workshop here, November 13th through the 15th, 9 to 5. Sales on it will start Monday. If you're interested, let me know. We can get you the link, get you registered ASAP for you guys as well. All right. But the biggest goal of that is today's call with asset managers. And the mentality of asset managers, you got to kind of know the numbers behind the numbers. Okay. You're not going to have 100% success. There's not a chance you have 100% success. I'm going to tell you that right now. You're not going to go 100. Okay. If you go like in baseball with the hey, go Astros, if you go like in baseball and you hit a 300% hit rate, success rate of talking to asset managers, you're doing something well. Because if you make 50 phone calls, you'll probably talk to 14 people. All right. You'll talk to 14 people. That's roughly a 28% hit rate talking to people. That's not bad. That's hitting 280. All right. You'll probably get 4 NDAs sent to you, and then you'll probably get 1 list out of that response sent to you. Okay. Please keep the comments outside of your questions to a minimum, please, everybody. All right. You have to realize each no is worth 500 bucks. Each time you're told no, it's worth 500 bucks. Okay. My philosophy for that is when I was calling Capital One back in the day to get into them, it took me 70 phone calls, 69 no's, transfers, hung-ups on. I can't tell you how many times I was transferred to Pakistan or India or wherever until the 70th phone call I finally got into the right spot. Now, if I'd given up any time before that 70th phone call, I would have never gotten a list that was 33 pages long, PDF in 6-point font with all their assets available for you. And the first deal I closed off of it, I made 35 grand. So if you take 35 grand divided by 70 phone calls, each phone call I made was worth technically 500 bucks to me. So keep that in mind. Biggest thing we're going to do in this is get in a rhythm. Keep calling, keep calling. We've done some things. We've pulled some lists here to go through it. I'll show you how we pull those lists before we dive into that. Okay. You want to track your calls. Okay. Track your calls initially may just be writing on a PDF because I've printed a PDF here from Lane Guide and tracked 1 through 25 and writing the notes out to this and then giving it to an assistant or a VA to literally put that into a spreadsheet. Okay. Something as simple to put, but you want to track in a spreadsheet going from there. So what we'll do at the very end is kind of help you guys show what we do with that. Cross-reference with LinkedIn. If you get a hold of a voicemail of somebody, try to track the number down. If somebody's going to send you to somebody's voice message, ask for their, hey, can I get their direct line or can I get their email just in case we get separated? It's okay to call back and ask for it, but that's one of the biggest things a lot of people don't. Hey, can I get your number? Can I get that number in case we get disconnected? Or what's that number you're forwarding to in case we just get disconnected? All right. But cross-referencing the link with LinkedIn is a great way to track down the asset managers socially. But the thing you have to keep in mind, if you've got a shitty LinkedIn profile with no photo and no information, it's going to work in your disfavor. All right. So you've got to make sure your LinkedIn profile is up to date. If it shows you've done 12 different things and never settled on anything, that will hurt you more than anything else. So try to keep it focused on professionalism. Try to keep it focused on assets. I don't care, if you've been a realtor or a mortgage broker and you're new to this, if you have some sort of experience on it or show something, it's going to help you. Now, for those of you that don't have any experience, not having a LinkedIn profile will hurt you. If you don't have one, it will hurt you just as much, if not worse. It won't hurt you as bad as if you have a bad one, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Call first and then email. So the whole goal is to get through your first round of 20, 30 phone calls before you send an email out to them. Okay. That's a whole goal. For those of you who have taken my virtual workshop or I know Buying for Dummies workshop, you'll see that there's literally a script in for your email that you should follow up to. Hey, I left you a voicemail earlier today. Just wanted to touch base. Here's what we do. Here's what we do. You want to use that in your line of work, especially at the end of the day or the end of 2 hours. Now, the reason we start in the afternoon is, especially 1 o'clock, it's really 2 o'clock in Florida. And that's where we'll be targeting the first 25 phone calls is to Florida because it's 2 o'clock, 2 to 4 o'clock there. All right. So that takes me to where my lists come from. Well, we split it up over 2 lists. I usually try to get 2 lists when I call, 25 from one list, 25 from a second list. And the list we're going to be calling today, 25 from Lane Guide, and then also 25 from the FDIC closed bank list. All right. So let me take you out of here to show you kind of, before we ask questions on that, show you where we pulled this from. So Lane Guide, literally I go into Lane Guide here and I just jump on to a lending type search. All right, I'm on here. Bam, I go down here to lending type search. I type in, I don't want all states because that'd be a huge list. It's not organized. So I want to do Florida. So I'm calling in the afternoon. I don't want just lenders that known to lend in the state. I want lenders with offices in the state they're going to talk to. And I'll do residential 1 to 4 conforming and residential subprime. Lending method, I'll do either retail or wholesale. I'll do either. Okay. And I'm going to do regulated entities banks. Okay. Hit search. What this will do is give you a huge long list. Okay. Literally, if you print this out, it's 44 pages long. And that's what I've got right here. 44 pages of this. Okay. Now, one of the things, if you go on there, some people start at A, some people start at Z, so they say start in the middle. I'm going to start at the beginning and work my way down because I like Florida. But a caveat to keep in mind, I'm not going to be calling on any credit unions. So if the credit unions are on here, they're a waste of my time most of the time. Very rarely do they have anything, so I just don't waste my time with them. Okay. Now the second list that we'll be calling off of, so if you go to the FDIC.gov website, is we go and pull the complete failed bank list. Okay. Complete failed bank list here, which you can see here, all these banks that have gone out of business over here and those that bought this up. Now, my goal with this is twofold. Not only am I trying to contact the acquiring bank to see if anything available, but I know in 6 to 12 months, they're probably going to have something from these guys. Now, they can't sell this stuff for the next 6 to 12 months or 6 to 12 months after they end up acquiring it. So if you look at this, closed on this, updated date was April 21st. Perfect. So they're literally, when they wrapped up the sale of this, it took a little while. Closing day night. So they're getting to the point where now they can start looking at selling some stuff because we're getting 8 to 12 months out as we start going down here. But I'm going to make a phone call to Twin City Bank, to the Bank of Georgia, Premier Bank. Literally, I'm going to go down here and try to knock out 25 phone calls to buy stuff. Okay. Now, I have exported this already. We exported this last night. Steph did a good job of going on here for me. She went and pulled this list for me here. Let's do this real fast, make it clean. All right. And she went on and used Lane Guide to literally track down Twin City Bank here and their phone numbers. And if they have a special assets department off of Lane Guide, she used this as well to give me. Now, what also I asked her to do is pull the number of locations and the number of states that they're in. So the more locations they have, the more loans they make, the more likely they are to have bad paper. If they've got one location and one bank, they're not really going to probably have that much to sell. Does that make sense, everybody? Now, In 2 weeks, I'm going to be having Brett Palumbo on the Monday Note, talking about how his service, Distress Pro, can help you take a look at the bank's quarterly reports and identify banks that are more likely to have stuff for sale, give you a percentage and give you the rundown, okay? So you don't want to miss that on the 19th, Monday the 19th with Brett Palumbo. This next Monday, I'm going to have Joe Da Silva with the Note Depot on, talking about how he's getting tapes in from different asset managers and different hedge funds and moving it up. So big focus, big push out here is to go the route of calling banks. Now, some of you guys are going to see this and probably going to be logged off and say, screw this, I don't want to do that. It looks like it's too much work. That's fine. You do that. You'd be surprised at how many emails I got from people that have been in the business for years and say, hey, this works, Scott. We've been doing it for years. It's something that we our bread and butter on a weekly basis that we do, or monthly basis. You know, we do it monthly with an email at least out to the database. Now, the biggest thing is I have not pulled emails. I'm sure I've got emails of quite a few of these asset managers already from some of the phone calls in the past and the asset manager phone calls we've done with my mastermind group. I'm literally calling like it's brand new, and I'm calling on behalf of Inverse Investments and We Close Notes. So any questions before we get started? Yeah, it is recorded, Chris. Totally is. All my calls are recorded. Okay. Now, one thing you guys want to do is when you're doing this, you want to try to remove all distractions. Turn your TV off, close down your emails, get you a cold drink, and literally try to make 10 to 20 phone calls going through. Yeah, Christine, I definitely do. If I start making enough phone calls, there'll be people that I talk to on a regular basis. Now, I'm doing this like it's you guys have never made phone calls before. All right. I get a 5,000 person database. I pick up the phone and I'll call or email, or I know exactly who's going to email me. Okay. Joel asks, how often does Lane Guide update its information? It updates it as much as it can. It's not going to be the good all dead all. Some of these numbers are going to be bad or things like that. Is gathering this a daily or weekly routine to follow, Donna asks. Yeah, I mean, you have to, if you're going to do this, you need to do it on a daily basis or weekly basis at least. Not daily, but literally maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If it's going to be something you're doing, yeah, probably 2 days a week for sure. One day to follow, email initially, second day later in the week to follow up with those that you didn't get the first round. Yep, Kevin, this is live. Completely live. Frank asks, is there any way to get Lane Guide to dump into a spreadsheet? Well, you can do an export manager on that stuff, but no, not really. Because, Frank, the thing about Lane Guide that I'm going to be going through here with you guys, we go back to Lane Guide here. I already got this, I don't need this anymore. Lane Guide is I go through here, like I go down to First Manatee Bank. Most of the time, I'll call the corporate office number. Now, if I click here on the license number, all right, 2 branch offices, more contact information. It's got one. I'm going to call the main corporate office number. Now, there may be 12 different things on here, different offices of some of the larger banks, special asset managers, things like that. If I just pulled that in a spreadsheet, it wouldn't pull it. No, and Lane Guide, Richard Lane will not send everything out in a spreadsheet. He's just not going to do that. All right, just not his cup of tea. I've asked for him to do it a few times, and he's not going to do it. But I agree that would be better, but literally, this is the best way to do it. Okay. All right, so let's see here. Let's start making dollar for dollars. What do you say, right, everybody? All right, so First Manatee Bank. Any questions before we move on? What? Great. Jim, I've got a script I'll be uploading for those that are make phone calls later this week. Mine's so much memorized, you'll hear it shortly. I mean, I'll have it engraved pretty much. So we have properties in default with NODs, and will these folks deal with those, or they're in properties in loss mitigation? Well, if it's those are defaults, that's in loss mitigation. So yeah, I mean, depends on the bank. We're not gonna waste our time calling like Bank of America, Chase City. That's just not a waste of time. We're gonna call the smaller regional banks for the most part, okay? But if I can call them and say, hey, I'm trying to buy a note on a specific property, or hey, I'm calling regarding the note on this property. I'd like to see if you'd be interested in selling the note and go from there. 9 417776 5040.
Live operator, feel free to press 0 at any time. Do you know your... First Manatee Bank, this is Gina. How may I direct your call?
Hi, Gina. My name is Scott Carson. I'm trying to track down the Special Assets Manager for Manatee Bank.
We don't have anybody with that title.
Do you have something in secondary marketing?
Well, let me see if Brian Watterson's available. Hold on one moment.
Thank you.
Your call is being forwarded to a ShoreTel voicemail system.
Brian Watterson
is not available. Please leave a message at the tone. When finished, you may hang up or press pound for additional options.
Hi, Brian. My name is Scott Carson. I'm with a company called Inverse Investments, and what we specialize doing is buying distressed notes on residential commercial properties. I was directed to you as you might be the person who could either tell me if you guys have anything on your books or portfolio this fourth quarter that you're looking to move, or direct me to the right individual with First Manatee Bank. I can be reached back directly at area code 512-585-3810.
Press pound or hang up. To review, press 1. To re-record, press 2. To mark this message urgent, please record your message at the tone. When finished, press pound.
Hi, Mr. Watterson. This is Scott Carson with Inverse Investments. I was directed to you to be the person potentially in charge of your distressed notes. Our company's been buying distressed residential commercial notes on real estate since 2007. Love to see if you guys have anything on your books available for us to make a bid on. I can be reached back directly at area code 512-585-3810. Once again, 512-585-3810. And my email is scott@weclosenotes.com. scott@weclosenotes.com. Look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day. Thanks. All right. So obviously the first email was a little long. So what I'm going to do is call back and see if I can't get Brian's email address from the operator as well.
Thank you for calling First Manatee Bank. If you prefer to speak to a live operator, thank you for calling First Manatee. This is Jennifer. How may I help you?
Hi, Jenna. My name is Scott Carson. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good. Somebody over there was nice enough to forward me over to Brian Watterson's voicemail. I just wanted to see if I could get his email address to follow back up with him that way as well.
Sure. Maybe it is. My screen. I don't have it on. I want to say it's the same as everyone's. It's bwatterson@firstmanatee.com.
So hang on a second. So B Watterson, is Watterson with two T's?
Yeah, it's B Watterson. It's WATTERSON.
Okay. At first.
Firstmanatee.com.
Great.
It's the number 1 ST.
Thank you so much. You have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Bye. All right. So first one there, you leave a voicemail. You're going to get in the habit of leaving a lot about voicemails. I'm not doing a live class till next year. Can you please, guys, keep your questions to a minimum, because I don't want to be interrupted with stuff that's not on point here with this, okay? Trying to expedite this. I'm not going to be in California until probably middle of next year, okay? Finance companies, no, I don't waste my time with finance companies. I don't waste my time with credit unions, okay? Yeah, I try to have an email that's completely easy to reach out to. Exactly, Brian's on LinkedIn, so I'll reach out to him later on once I wrap up with everything today, because my whole goal is to make phone calls. So we're call number 1 down, all right? We got an email address and a name, and we know that they're on LinkedIn, so that's good. I like that. We'll say, hey. Now, you got to realize they're a smaller bank, all right? So they may not have a lot of stuff, but he's at 2 branch offices in Parrish, Florida, all right? It's a start, okay? It's a start. All right, so let's go back here now. Let's go back to the list. We call First Manatee. Next on our list is First National Bank of South Florida. All right, main office. 8 branches found in 1 state. So let's click on more contact details. You always want to call the corporate office if you can. Never call the 1-800 number. All right. So if you got a main office number, that's the best one you want to call. Homestead, Florida. That's down the south part of the state. 305-247-5541.
Florida. Please be advised all calls are recorded for quality assurance. To help your business grow and thrive, First National Bank offers an expanded portfolio of products and services to suit all your business needs. From simple savings accounts to advanced merchant services, we offer it all, and we deliver it with the local, individual service you deserve. First National Bank can help you elevate your business to the next level. Start now by contacting a customer service representative for additional information. Well, there are no guarantees for avoiding identity theft. Press 1 if you know your party's extension. Well, you know how to protect your identity and what to do to thieves to commit crimes. Here are 3 tips to help you prevent being a victim. Number 1, be aware of the expiration date on your debit and credit cards. If you did not receive a reissued card before the expiration date, notify customer service, as your mail may have been intercepted and your new card may have been stolen. Number 2, closely monitor your bank account statements. First Online Banks and First Bank Mobile make it easy to review your transactions daily. Contact us immediately if there's a discrepancy in your records or if you notice something suspicious, such as a missing payment or an unauthorized withdrawal. And lastly, press 1 if you know your party's extension. Number 3, use online bank mail. Enter your party's extension now. Press 1 if you know your party's extension. Press 2 for First Phone Banker. Press 3 for branch location and hours of operation. Press 0 for a phone banking representative. Thank you for calling First National Bank of South Florida. Please be advised all calls are recorded for quality assurance. First name basis.
All right. On stuff like this, where it just goes circle around, don't waste your time on it. Just say long message, and we'll try to find somebody in line there. It's be difficult. They've got 2 branch offices, or it really doesn't say here how many they've got, does it? Let's go back. First National Bank, South Florida. 8 offices. So we'll look online for something later on, but we'll skip on them. I skipped them. So that takes us over next now to flip over American Bank. All right. We're not going to go to Chiva Credit Union. We're going to go to American Enterprise Bank of Florida. Okay. 2 branches, offices, same thing. They're out of Jacksonville. I like assets up that neck of the wood, 281-0509.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service.
My bad. I typed the zip code as the last 4 numbers, not the right number. 281-1900. Let's see if there's any more numbers in here.
Thank you for calling American Enterprise Bank. This is Michelle. How may I help you?
Hi, Michelle. My name is Scott Carson. I am trying to track down your special assets or secondary marketing department?
Okay, it would be Pam Williams. I can send you up to her number.
Cool.
Okay.
Do you have her email address just in case I leave a voice message with her?
Thank you for calling American Enterprise Bank of Florida. You have reached the voicemail of Pamela Williams. Please leave me your name, phone number, and a brief message, and I will return your call as soon as possible. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.
Hi, Pamela. My name is Scott Carson with Inverse Investments. So we're a Texas-based real estate investment firm specializing in buying distressed notes. Wanted to see if you guys had anything on your books there in Florida or any other parts of the country that you might have that you might be looking to move off of as far as a residential commercial first lien that may be in default. I can be reached back directly at area code 512-585-3810. Once again, 512-585-3810. Or via email at scott@weclosenotes.com. That's scott@weclosenotes.com. But look forward to hearing from you. I hope you have a great day. Bye. All right. I'll call back and get her email as well.
Thank you for calling American Enterprise Bank. This is Michelle. How may I help you?
Hi, Michelle. I think I just spoke to you. You directed me to Pamela Williams. I was wanting to see, I left her a voicemail, but also wanted to see if you would be kind enough to give me her email, and I could follow up that way with her as well.
Yeah, it would be P. Williams.
Okay.
At aebsl.com.
Great. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
All right, you too. Thanks. Bye.
Bye. All right. So now we've got 2 emails to follow back up with her. I've got a number here, small enough, straight, works perfectly, right? If you ask a question, if you have REO contact, could we backdoor through there to get a hold of someone? No, don't waste your time calling the REO contact. That's a realtor. They're just going to deal with that. It's not do not waste your time with that. Okay. All right. Datafind.com to find contact. Sometimes I use them, Stephen, but literally people change offices. They change locations. That's just not always the greatest of thing unless somebody's been at a place for 30 years. So this just works really well as well. All right. So it's our 3rd phone call. Let's move to American Momentum Bank as we get some momentum going here, right? Tampa. Gil, yeah, it would be good to try to get their direct phone number. With that, you realize we've called some smaller banks here so far. So there's like one office. So we technically kind of do have their direct number for the most part. We can always call and ask to be transferred. Okay. American Momentum Bank. 22 branch offices in 22 states. So this is something definitely you want to look for more get direct phone numbers if we can. All right, let's see here. Main office number.
This is Jasmine. How can I help you?
I'm sorry, what did you say your name was, ma'am?
It's Jasmine.
Hi, Jasmine. My name is Scott Carson. How you doing today?
Well, how are you?
I'm doing great. Hey, I'm trying to track down American Momentum Bank's special assets or secondary marketing manager.
Create your business. Thank you for calling. Okay, that will be Jordan Janus. Let me see if he's available.
Oh, hang on a second. Jordan what?
Janus.
How do you spell that, if you don't mind me asking?
Hold
Januse.
Okay.
And your name again, I'm sorry?
I'm Scott Carson.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for calling American Momentum Bank. Please continue to hold, and the next available banker will be right with you. We appreciate your business. Thank you for calling American Momentum Bank. Please continue to hold, and the next available banker will be right with you. We appreciate your business. Thank you for calling American Momentum Bank. Please continue to hold, and the next available banker will be right with you. We appreciate your business. I'm getting his voicemail. Do you want me to message?
Yes. Could you give me his direct line too, or his email? I'll just follow up that way.
He hasn't had to provide that. We're not able to get that over the phone.
Not a problem. Then send me the voicemail, please. Thank you.
Okay, one moment.
Thank you for calling American Momentum Bank. You have reached Jordan Januse with the Special Assets Department. I'm unable to take your call. Please leave a brief message and I will return your call shortly. Thank you.
Please leave a message at the tone. When finished, you may hang up or press pound for additional options.
Hi, Jordan. Scott Carson with Inverse Investments. Want to touch base with you. I believe you're in charge of the bank's distressed and toxic notes. Want to see if you guys have any residential commercial loans on your books that you might be looking to move off this fourth quarter. We've been buying distressed debt since 2008, and we buy a lot in Florida. So just reaching out to see if you had anything on your books or anything come across your desk that you might be looking to move. I can be reached back directly at area code 512-585-3810. Once again, 512-585-3810. And my email is scott@weclosenotes.com. Real easy to remember, scott@weclosenotes.com. Look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day, Jordan. Bye. Yay. Okay. So we know for sure that guy is definitely special assets manager. He's in 22 branches in 2 states. Okay. So this would be one definitely we reach back out to. We double check. I guarantee he's probably on LinkedIn. If not, we'd use Distress Pro to check more information or go to FDIC.gov and check out the quarterly reports, see what they've got available. Okay. It's also known as A&B Bank NA. Thanks, Steven. I appreciate it, man. So that's a good one. That's a big star for that one. 22 branches. Jordan Januse. All right. Let's move on to American National Bank. Oakland Park, Florida. It's a little further south. All right. Now, I think, Frank, you can see how most recent these things have been updated. What's great is Lane Guy will track it. The bank's been sold. It'll tell you, hey, it's been sold off to somebody else here. That's what the people think about Lane Guide. Okay. No, Lane Guide is not free out. It's about 150, 160 bucks a year. Okay. You're welcome, Harry. All right, guys. I appreciate the positive comments, but let's just keep those to the end, just because we want to get through these phone calls. Another small bank, one branch. It's a commercial bank for the most part, so they may have some commercial deals. Another thing, guys, I'm going to ask you guys be respectful. Any of these banks that I'm calling right now, don't follow up with a phone call, an email, or anything like that to them. That's just kind of sniping. And I don't really have to do this for you guys, but I'm willing to do this because it's fourth quarter, things like that. So anybody that I call or reach out to, they're off limits. Don't call them. Don't email them. If I find out that somebody else called them, trust me, you're going to get blacklisted. Okay? You're going to make it harder on that. There's 27,000 lending institutions out there. You don't have to call the 50 I called today. All right? Call some different ones. The question, Two before the last one, LVN, were smaller banks, one-off branches. Adria, you got to remember, I double check when I pulled a list of Florida banks. I looked for residential, conforming, and then residential subprime, and it pulled up that list with offices in Florida. Okay. American National Bank. Okay.
Thank you for calling American National Bank. Portia speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, Portia. I absolutely love that name. That's an awesome name. I'm sure you
Thank
get,
you.
I'm sure you get compliments on all the time. My name is Scott Carson. I'm trying to track down American National Bank's special assets or your secondary marketing manager.
We don't have any of that. This is a small community bank in Oakland Park, Florida. There are other American National Banks,
Mm-hmm.
however, we're not affiliated with them.
No, I get that, but you guys make loans on residential commercial properties though too, correct?
We do HELOCs on commercial properties, yes.
Okay.
But on a personal, we don't. We just do it on HELOC.
That's fine. Can I speak to somebody in charge then of your commercial loans?
One moment.
Thank you.
Just a moment, okay?
No problem, Portia. Thank you.
Thank you for calling American National Bank. You've reached the desk of Barbara Malik. Mr. Malik is either on another call or away from his desk. However, your call is important to him. Please leave a message and he will return your call as soon as possible. Should you require immediate assistance, please dial star and extension 8152 to reach Joanna Atchison. Thank you for calling and have a wonderful day. Please leave a message at the tone. When finished, you may hang up or press pound for additional options.
Hi, Mr. Malik. This is Scott Carson with Inverse Investments. I was directed to you by Portia saying that you're probably the individual in charge of your guys' commercial loans. I didn't know if you guys do commercial lending on commercial properties. We specialize in buying defaulted debt on residential commercial properties and wanted to see if you guys had anything on your books as far as a commercial loan that you might be looking to move off this fourth quarter. Love to visit with you. I can be reached back directly at area code 512-585-3810. We do know that you're a smaller bank down in Oakland Park area. We do buy down that neck of the woods, so that's why we're calling. So once again, Scott Carson with Inverse Investments, 512-585-3810. And I can also be reached back via email at scott@weclosenotes.com. That's scott@weclosenotes.com. Thank you and have a great day. Bye. All right. So we've got the direct line. We understand no resi. So I'm going to take notes on this, everybody. So the more information I put in my spreadsheet, it works better for me. Okay. So we move on to that. It's our fifth phone call. Any questions regarding that one before we move on? So you're going to run into that small communal banks may not do residential loans in some cases, and that's fine. Hey, just let me speak to some of your commercial loans. All right. It's recorded. It'll be uploaded to Vimeo, guys. You need to go on Vimeo and connect me on Vimeo. It's vimeo.com/weclosenotes.com or weclosenotes. Sorry. All right. So that was, let's see here, American National. Let's call Anchor Commercial Bank.
Bank. How can I help you?
Yeah, hi, my name is Scott Carson. I'm trying to track down the person there at Anchor who would handle your guys' distressed commercial loans.
All right, distressed commercial loans?
Yeah, they have a special assets manager or secondary marketing manager.
1 moment.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Future. We invite you to visit our website, anchorcommercialbank.com, to learn more about everything we have to offer. Your call is very important to us. Please continue to... Anchor Commercial.
You've reached the office of Eric Schmidt. I'm unavailable at this time. Please leave your name, number, and a brief message, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you.
Please leave a message at the tone. When finished, you may hang up or press pound for additional options.
Hi, Mr. Schmidt. My name is Scott Carson with Inverse Investments. I was directed to you as you might be in charge of your bank's distressed commercial loans. We buy distressed debt on commercial properties and wanted to see if you guys had anything on your books that you might be looking to move this fourth quarter. We buy a variety of different commercial properties for our own portfolio and been doing it since 2008. I can be reached back directly at area code 512-585-3810. Once again, 512-585-3810. I am out of Austin, Texas, but we do buy a lot there in Florida. And I can be reached via email at scott@weclosenotes.com, scott@weclosenotes.com. Look forward to hearing from Mr. Schmidt. Scott Carson signing out. Have a great day. Bye. Yeah, I said signing out, which is kind of funny, but I at least wanted to get my last name in there. So getting names, which is a good thing. All right. Now, that's a small branch, right? If we remember correctly, they got one branch, 2 branch offices. That's pretty close to it. There was almost a direct number on that. So we left a message with that. Okay. Ed, that's your problem, buddy. Everybody else is getting fine audio. It's got to be something on your side, your internet connection. All right. Plug in a headset. Okay. All right, so we move on. So the Anchor, we're not going to do Anchor 7 Federal Credit Union. BAC Florida Bank will be our next one. Actually, I'm going to call back on that last one. See if I can get Eric Schmidt's direct email. Yeah, hi. You just directed me to a Eric Schmidt. I just want to see if you'd be kind enough to either give me his email or direct phone number so I can follow up with him directly.
Okay, direct number is 383-3173.
3173?
Yes.
Cool. And an email?
I don't have his email at
Okay. It's most likely the emails are like eSchmidt at Anchor Commercial Bank or something like that?
Yes, most of them are like that.
Okay. Thank you so much. All right, bye. Boy, that guy is Mr. Personality, huh? I don't know, guys. I've got everybody else having problems with audio on this stuff. I mean, you're making the phone calls here, but can you hear me okay on this, or do I need to put my headset on? Here, fine. Okay, great. Audio's fine for everybody else. All right. Okay, good. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Then it's got to be your connection then. All right. Ooh. Ask questioning at 30, 40 people that respond. So always careful about asking questions. All right. So we got another one with Eric Schmidt. We'll reach out to him as well. Let's go to BAC Florida Bank. Couple of things. One, you always want to be kind of friendly on the phone. Smile. If you need to put a smile thing on there, put a smile on there. And you can see I don't follow an exact script every time. It's pretty loose. I don't want to seem like I'm reading from a script. I want to develop my own. So when you start calling asset managers, you want to start practicing a little bit so you can get them down. If you guys are having problems with audio, it says here reload, log off and log back on. Okay. It may be the go to webinar audio for you. All right. So this one branch, one state, more contact you. Coral Gables, great area down there. Hello? Yeah, hi. My name is Scott Carson. Is this BAC Florida Bank?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm trying to track down the person in special assets or secondary marketing with Florida Bank. Thank you.
Sorry,
David Hernandez.
is not available. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hi, Mr. Hernandez. My name is Scott Carson. I'm with Inverse Investments. I was directed to you as being the person in charge of your guys' distressed notes on residential commercial property. Our company specializes in buying distressed residential commercial first liens, and wanted to see if you guys had anything on your books that you're looking to get off this fourth quarter. I can be reached back directly at area code 512-585-3810. Once again, 512-585-3810, or via email at scott@weclosenotes.com. Once again, my name is Scott Carson, and the email is scott@weclosenotes.com. So look forward to hearing from you, David. Have a great day. Bye.
This is Rebecca. May I help you?
Hi, Rebecca. I was just directed to a David Hernandez and wanted to see if I could get his direct phone number and or email address.
You said David Hernandez?
Yes, sir. Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay, David would be extension 7025,
Okay.
and then it has a chief risk off now 305-215-4516.
And that's his direct office number or cell?
That's I wanted to be his phone number because it has a cell on the side of it.
Oh, okay.
I think you can contact him through that.
Okay, cool. And
Okay.
do you have his email by any chance or no?
It's not on here actually.
Okay. I'll just follow up with him via cell. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, bye. No, they're probably not on the golf course. They're just in meetings. They just are busy. They're busy. So if they're in something or meeting or something like that, they're not going to take it. I realize it's 2 o'clock back home in Florida. With it being the first or fourth quarter, I doubt they're on the golf course. Okay. Question is this typical in your experience? Got these guys to screen their calls? Yeah, definitely do. Totally. They're not going to waste their time with idiots. They want to deal directly with people. That's why we're going to follow up and hit them 2, 3, 4 times in the first week so they know that we're serious about what we're doing. Okay. Question here. Is there a typical resource that lets you know that part of the bank's default loans for the last reporting quarter? Yeah, Rozzy, DistressPro.com. DistressPro.com helps you out with that directly. Okay. Question before that I deleted. So, okay. So we got that, David and Nancy. Oh, I love the fact that they're giving names out. This used to be a little bit harder to do. So Banco de Brazil Americas. Three branch offices. They're Boca Raton. Okay. Let's call.
At no additional charge, AT&T can help you find a similar business in the same area, since the number you have called is not in service.
Okay.
Please stay on the line for alternate businesses, or for an additional charge, call directory assistance.
So that number is not working. So let's call the central phone number right above 855. So see, the last update of this was 2012. So this may be one of the things. Distress Pro, not probe, Harry, DistressPro.com. Do you find Distress Pro contacts are more accurate and better compared to Lane Guide? It's about the same, okay? Only thing that's nice about Distress Pro is it will link into LinkedIn, try to find somebody in LinkedIn with a name, which you could cross-reference here, okay? Today's the first round of phone calls going through that, so I'll jump on Lane Guide, or LinkedIn, and start pulling these people's LinkedIn profiles, contact information off there tonight after work hours, okay? I would do at least, if you're going to do this, make, depends how you grow your list, Wayne. You answered that, but would you recommend calling back more than 2 times each work, or just 2 times until you get their email, and then just email them? Email them on a constant basis. Yeah, Rozzy, use Distress Pro to see if they got a lot of defaulted book on their books, because it will check that. It will pull their quarterly reports. Okay.
Banco do Brasil Américas. For English, press 1. Para português, digite 2. For account opening, press 1. For debit cards, press 2. For credit cards, press 3. For prepaid cards, press 4. For wire transfers, press 5. For compliance-related matters, press 6. For all other information, press 7.
Wait while I transfer your call. Banco do Brasil Americas. To continue in English, press 1. Para português, to report a loss of stolen debit card, press 1. To speak to a representative, press 0. Please hold for the next available customer service representative. For quality assurance, your call may be monitored or recorded.
Obrigada por chamar o Banco do Brasil Américas. Meu nome é Cecília. Com quem eu falo, por favor?
I'm sorry. Who's this?
Thank you for calling Banco do Brasil Americas. My name is Cecilia. May I have your name, please?
Hi, Cecilia. My name is Scott Carson. How are you doing today?
Everything okay? What's your name again?
Scott Carson.
Mr. Carson, how may I help today?
Yeah, can I speak to somebody in your lending department?
Lending department?
Yeah, your residential commercial loan department.
Okay, I'll have someone to contact you from the department, Mr. Carson. May I have your phone number, please?
Yeah, it's area code 512-585-3810.
3810. Let me read back to you, Mr. Carson, and 512-585-3810.
That's correct.
And the company you are with? Okay, thank you. And the company you are with? Or just yourself?
Inverse Investments.
Inverse investment?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll have someone from the department to contact you, okay?
Thank you. Bye-bye.
And you're welcome. Thank you for calling Banco de Pension. Have a great day.
Probably not a good choice. It's obviously an international bank. There's probably doing more deposits. You can tell by the voice message and stuff like that. Probably should have hung up afterwards, but at least call back. We'll see if they call back. All right, so Banesco, USA. What is this? 7 branch offices in 2 states. Okay, cool.
Thank you for calling Banesco's customer call center. To continue in English, press 1. Para continuar en español, if you know your party's extension, please dial it now. For the company directory, please press pound. Spell the last and first name, then press pound. For Q, press 7. For Z, press 9. For help, press 0. Sorry, the operator is not available. Record your message at the tone. When you have finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hi, my name is Scott Carson. I'm trying to track your special assets or secondary marketing manager down for Banesco, USA. I can be reached back directly at area code 512-585-3810. Once again, my name is Scott Carson with Inverse Investments. We buy distressed residential and commercial loans and wanted to see if you guys have anything in your books. So either something in your distressed loan department, your special assets, or secondary marketing. Once again, Scott Carson with Inverse Investments, 512-585-3810. And then my email is scott@weclosenotes.com. It's scott@weclosenotes.com. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye. All right. So we'll move back here. Next one, we're not going to call Bank of America Merrill Lynch Dealer Financial Services. Bank of Belgrade is where we'll be dealing next. It's our 10th phone call. Chuck, question is general, what is the minimum dollar amount of loans a bank would be willing to sell? It could be one-off. There's no general rule. Every bank is different how they're structured. Someone wants to sell in pools. Who's this? All right. All right. Bank of Belgrade. Whoop, I didn't hit their website. No, go back. Five 561-996.
Connie speaking. May I help you?
Hi, Connie. My name is Scott Carson. How you doing this afternoon?
Great. How are you?
Good. I'm trying to track down your bank's special assets or secondary marketing manager.
Don't have a marketing manager, is that what you said?
Well, secondary marketing.
Hold on. One moment, please.
Okay.
Actually, he's on another line. Would you like his voicemail?
Yeah. What's his name?
Steve Palazzi.
Okay. How do you spell that last name?
Prielozny.
Thank you. Yeah.
Palazzi. All right, one moment, please.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Your call has been answered by a via IP office. Extension 211 is not available. To leave a message, wait for the tone. When finished recording, press pound for more options. Record at the tone.
Hi, Steve. My name is Scott Carson with Inverse Investments, and I was directed to you as you might be the person at the Bank of Belgrade that handles your guys' distressed residential or commercial loans. We buy distressed debt on commercial and residential assets. I wanted to see if you guys have anything on your books this fourth quarter that you might be looking to move or get rid of. I can be reached back directly. Area code 512-585-3810. Once again, 512-585-3810. And email back at scott@weclosenotes.com. Once again, scott@weclosenotes.com. So look forward to hearing from you, Steve. Have a great day. Bye. All right. So knocking that out there. We got another name. We got his direct extension because it was in the voicemail, and we'll reach out to him online as well. So how am I keeping my notes? Literally, I just go through. I literally printed off the PDF again of this whole thing you guys are looking at. So I've got their emails. I'm just literally writing them down here, and then what we'll do to expedite this to make it fast and keep it focused. Because if I have another spreadsheet pulled up, I'm going to be spending time copying, pasting. That's not an effective use of my time or efficient use of my time. So literally just writing down as I go here, and then I'll follow back up later or give it to Steph or scan this over to a VA to put into a spreadsheet later on. And then I'll put it into, and then at the bottom of the tabs, like when I get down here, now that I've got these closed blanks down here, FDIC blanks, I'll add another tab down at the bottom here and say day 2, day 3. When do I need to call back? And literally follow up with those day-by-day tabs. Okay? I can also, if somebody calls me and say, call me back next week, I'll literally go into I'll put on here, and then I'll go into my Google Calendar or Outlook and make a date to call them back. All right? All right. So we got 10 phone calls in roughly an hour. I probably could have done 20 if I wasn't having to explain back and forth with you, but that's the goal, is look to have roughly 20 phone calls every hour. I mean, you can turn and burn. You see how it's done if you know what you're doing, okay? The biggest thing that's going to stop you guys is like literally picking the phone up and dialing the number. Some of you guys will look for other things to do it. I only say that because that was my experience to begin with. I literally had to remove all temptation, go in a quiet room with just a list and a phone and start dialing for dollars and just starting to track things down that way, okay? All right, so let's do the Bank of Central Florida then. Yeah, we are all guilty of that, Lori. Lori, we'll be talking later today. I've got that stuff ready for you. Okay. All right, so Bank of Central Florida.
Bank of Central Florida, this is Tammy speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, Tammy. My name is Scott Carson. How you doing this afternoon?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. I am trying to track down your guys' Director of Special Assets or Secondary Marketing Manager.
Hang on just a moment, please.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You've reached Joe Fernari with Bank of Central Florida. I am currently away from my desk, but if you leave your name and number, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you would like immediate assistance, please contact Robin Delgado at 904-4103. Otherwise, leave a message and I'll call you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hi, Joe. My name is Scott Carson. I'm with a company called Inverse Investments out of Texas. I want to see if you guys have anything on your books that you might be looking to move this fourth quarter. We specialize in buying distressed debt on residential commercial property, so I want to see if you had any mortgages that were dragging on and had hair on them that you might be looking to move them this fourth quarter. We buy on a one-off or bulk basis and been doing it since 2008. But love to speak with you. I don't know if you're the right person or Robin is. I can be reached back directly at area code 512-585-3810. Once again, 512-585-3810. And then via email as well at scott@weclosenotes.com. If that's easier, it's scott@weclosenotes.com. So I'll reach out to Robin as well. But if you're the person, I'd love to visit with you and see what we can do some business together. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye. All right. So I'm going to call back, see if I can get that email, because that last name's kind of weird.
Good afternoon, Bank of Central Florida. This is Gloria speaking. I can help you.
Hi, Gloria. I'm just speaking to Connie over there, and she directed me to a Joe Fernari, I believe. I was wanting to make sure I could get his name spelled properly. Could you help me out with that?
Yes. F-U-R-N-A-R-I.
Whoa. Hang on, I'm sorry. F-U-R-N-A-R-I?
Yes.
I would have butchered that totally. Okay. And do you happen to have his email address there by any chance?
It's Joe.Fernari.
Okay. At Bank of Central Florida.
Spelled all the way out.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Have a great day. Bye.
Bye-bye.
So I'm going to give Robin a phone call. 904.
Good afternoon, Bank of Central Florida.
Yeah, I'm trying to reach a Robin Delgado.
This is Robin.
Hi, Robin. My name is Scott Carson with Inverse Investments. How are you doing this afternoon?
I'm good.
I was directed to a Joe Fernari who also gave your number on his email or voicemail. Are you in charge of the bank's special assets or secondary marketing department?
I am not. I am their assistant.
Oh, okay.
Not even close.
Not a problem. Hey, it happens. So is Joe in charge of your guys' distressed asset sales by any chance or no? Do you know?
Distressed assets meaning
like distressed.
give me an example.
We buy residential and commercial loans that are in default. Or
Okay, that would be Jim Duggar.
Jim Duggar, okay.
He's our chief credit officer, so I think he's more appropriate. Do you want me to send you to him?
Oh, I would love that. In case we I'm sure his email is probably the same as yours or Joe's is here, but do you have his direct number just in case we get disconnected?
It's 863-904-4102.
Thank you.
So let me go ahead and transfer you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
message. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you and have a good day.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hi, Jim. My name is Scott Carson with Inverse Investments. I was directed over to you as being the Chief Credit Officer for Bank of Central Florida. Wanted to see if you guys have anything on your books this fourth quarter that you might be looking to move as far as distressed residential commercial debt. We've been buying distressed and toxic assets since 2008 and do buy a lot in Florida and a lot of the other major markets across the country. But love to see what you have on your books, whether it's a one-off or a mini bulk or anything like that. I can be reached back directly at area code 512-585-3810. Once again, 512-585-3810. Once again, Scott Carson with Inverse Investments. You can also reach me at scott@weclosenotes.com. Once again, scott@weclosenotes.com. And look forward to hearing from you and following up with you. Have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye. All right. So, left a message with him. Good thing is I've got his email address here. Easy to do. Whoa. I'm actually... Okay. Office number. I'm getting on my cell phone, actually. I've got an office number here I'm directed to, but I don't mind. If I'm calling, the idea is I want to call here so they see, because it doesn't always ring here, especially as I'm in and out of the office. I travel a lot, so I want them calling my only cell phone. Question Marcus asked, are there a lot of big funds or investors calling banks like this? Are the banks marketing through secondary marketing? Seems like there is a department operator knows where to send you when you ask. How are they getting rid of toxic assets? A lot of them are foreclosing, Marcus. Some are selling them off, so others aren't. Especially in Florida, they've had to been focused on distressed assets for the last 8 years because of everything that happened. So yeah, they've got a department that handles it. Just depends. Some will foreclose out. Just depends on the situation. Some banks will sell off to other funds, like myself. Some of the major banks. So later on in the alphabet here, I've definitely bought quite a bit from banks in Florida. Okay. All right. It's called the Bank of Commerce. It's not fun when you have a bit of a cold recovery, you know what I mean? Okay, so what's great here is you can see, bam, this has got a little bit more information. It's got loan servicing department, an REO department, and a main office number. Now, it says REO department here. Let's just see what if it says special assets to market. Now, I've got an email here, which is not bad, but that's going to be the REO department. 99% of the time, they're not going to waste time with that. So let's go back here. Loan servicing is usually customer service number, not usually a good number. So I still like on this aspect calling the main office number. Okay. Because the reason you call servicing, you don't call servicing is because they're just dealing on modifications and servicing. It probably directs them off site. They're still not going to be the person there that's got to look at the portfolio. It's not special assets or secondary marketing, but you're going to find it at the main corporate office. 90% of the time with small banks. Okay, so this one's got how many? 5 branch offices? Yeah.
Thanks for calling the Bank of Commerce. My name is Pete. How can I help you?
Hi, Pete. My name is Scott Carson. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you, Scott?
I'm doing great. Hey, I wanted to see if you could transfer me over to your guys' special assets or secondary marketing department.
Okay, you're looking at our bank-owned properties?
No, I don't want the real estate. I'm actually trying to buy debt. We buy residential commercial loans that are in default. So not the REO department, just actually the distressed debt.
Okay, hold on just 1 second.
No problem. Maybe chief credit officers might be another title.
Jerry Scott's office. This is Carrie. May I help you?
Hi, Kara. My name is Scott Carson. How you doing this afternoon?
Good.
Good. Are you guys in charge of, or is Jerry in charge of getting rid of your guys' distressed debt by any chance?
Yeah, that would be Jerry Scott.
Okay.
He is in a meeting right now.
Oh, no problem.
And I know we don't discount any of our debt or anything. Is that what you're looking for?
Well, we buy stuff at par. We buy some stuff. It just depends on the situation, but we just wanted to follow up. We're following up with banks just to see what you guys might have on your books this fourth quarter that you might be needing to move off of it.
Yeah, to tell you the truth, I wouldn't know. All I know is I know that we're not discounting anything.
That's fine. Can I get Gary?
We're just a small bank.
Oh, no problem. I get that. That's fine.
We don't have a lot.
Not a problem. That's good. It's a good position not to have a lot of it, right?
Right.
Yeah. Do you have an email address that I could drop my information to Gary and follow up that way?
Probably. It's jscott@bankofcommercefl.com.
jscott@bankofcommerce. All right, we'll do.
Okay.
Great.
Thanks.
Thank you. Have a great day. Bye.
Bye-bye.
You're going to run into that. Remember, we talked earlier on, smaller banks are going to be a little bit more conservative. They can't really take too big a discount. And yes, she's been obviously told, well, we don't discount. Everybody wants a discount. It's getting to the fourth quarter. This is why this is such an important time to be doing it. They may have something that finally loan committee says at the end of the year, let's move it. Let's get rid of this stuff. Let's get something in regardless of nothing. All right? Let's get something in now regardless of nothing. Okay? So we got another email there and a number to reach out to him as well. I like the email better and the name. So. All right. Let's move on to the Bank of Pensacola. I realized in the last phone call, 11 months out of the year, they don't discount. But I guarantee come December, they probably would discount on something if they have anything. That's why you touch base with them now in October, follow up throughout the year, and so that, hey, bam, here come the fourth quarter. Do you have anything you're looking to get rid of?
Good afternoon, Bank of Pensacola. This is Kylie.
Hi, Kylie. Scott Carson here. How you doing this afternoon?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Hey, I am trying to track down your guys' special assets or secondary marketing manager. Do you know who that would be over there?
Give me just a second, okay?
Thanks.
This is Matt. How can I help you?
Hi, Matt. My name is Scott Carson. How you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good. Our firm specializes in buying distressed debt on residential and commercial properties, and wanted to see if you guys may have anything on your books that you might be looking to get rid of this fourth quarter.
No, in fact, we don't have any bad loans at all.
Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Do you ever get anything from time to time, though, by any chance?
No, we haven't had one today.
That's good. It means you guys are lending properly. Then, what do you guys? How many offices do you have? One or two, I guess.
Just two. Yeah, we're a small community bank here.
That's cool. Do you mind if I drop you an email with my information just in case you get something from a colleague or anything on your books or in email?
Yeah, sure. It's mdavis@bankpensacola.com.
mdavis@bankpensacola. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, then. Well, I won't bother you more this afternoon, but look for an email from you later as well, and have a great afternoon.
Thank you, too.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. It's Matt Davis. We ran small banks. Somebody asked the question if these banks don't already have existing relationships, why would they sell to me because I'm a small guy? When they just deal with you, Scott, because you've got bank? Look, that's the whole thing is I got started, I had no bank. You got to start somewhere. And when you're reaching, talking to these people, they don't know that if you don't have 20 grand or 2 dimes to rub together. Okay? They just know that if you're using the right wording, the right lingo, in inquiring properly, going through the right amount of stuff, you're going to have some yeses. All right? Yeah, some of these do have established relationships and they move stuff on a regular basis. That's great. But not all of them do. A lot of them sell stuff off just regularly. Or if they do have a regular relationship with somebody, at least they can put you in touch with that person who can reach out to. All right? All right. Nice guy. Doesn't have anything. They've been really conservative. That's good. I'll still drop him an email because you never know when something's going to come across his or her desk. You know what I mean? All right. Nothing to date. Spoke with. All right. This is probably going to go longer than 2 hours because I do want to get through 50 phone calls. Bank of Tampa Bay. Ten branches. International services.
Thank you for Tampa. This is Kendra. How may I help you?
Hi, Kendra. My name is Scott Carson. How are you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. I am trying to track down your guys' special assets manager or your secondary marketing department. Or maybe a chief credit risk officer.
I can. Special assets would be Melissa Berman, chief credit officer.
If you got special assets, that'll work. Berman, how do you spell it? B-E-R-M-A-N?
B-U-R-M-A-N.
B-U-R-M-A-N. Okay. Can I speak to her by any chance?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Hold on one moment. I'm sorry, but I'm reaching her voicemail.
Yeah, can I get her voicemail, and would you be kind enough to give me her email? I can follow up with her that way as well.
Absolutely. Her email is going to be M as in Mary, B as in boy, U as in umbrella, R as in Ralph, M as in Mary, A as in Apple, N as in Nancy, at bankoftampa.com.
Okay.
And if you hold on one moment, I'm going to get you over to her voicemail.
Cool. Do you have a direct extension in case we get disconnected?
Her direct extension is 1316.
Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. Hi, you've reached Melissa Berman. I am unable to answer your call. Please leave a message, and I will return your call as soon as I can. Thank you.
Hi, Melissa. My name is Scott Carson with Inverse Investments. I wanted to reach out to you. I believe you're in charge of special assets there for the Bank of Tampa. We specialize in buying distressed debt on residential and commercial properties, and wanted to see if you guys had anything on your books or your portfolio that you might be looking to get rid of this quarter before the year is up. We buy one-offs, residential, commercial, no size, it's too big or too small for us. But we also are buying HAMPs, mods, and things like that. We've got nationwide service here, so love to visit with you, see what you have on your books. Once again, Scott Carson with Inverse Investments. Phone number is 512-585-3810. Once again, 512-585-3810. And my email is scott at weclosenotes.com. Scott at weclosenotes.com. Have a great day and look forward to hearing from you. Talk to you later. Bye. All right. So that's another decent one. Charge special assets straight from the operating direct number and direct email address. Okay. No, I don't call email. I don't call credit unions. They just don't have anything usually. Unless they're a huge one, well-known name, I don't bother calling credit unions. Just not worth the time. All right. Bank of the South.
Good afternoon, Bank of the South.
Yeah, hi, my name is Scott Carson. How are you doing this afternoon?
I am just fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. I am trying to track down your guys' special assets or secondary marketing manager. You know who that would be?
Okay. I believe that would be James Brammer. Would you like me to put you through to his line, sir?
That would be great.
Okay, just a moment. Sir, he actually just stepped out to go to lunch. Would you like to leave him a voicemail?
That would be great. Could you also give me his email and I can follow up with that way with him as well?
Okay, yeah, it's going to be James at bankofthesouth.com.
At bankofthesouth.com. Okay, I'll take his voicemail.
All right, just a moment, sir.
Thank you.
James Brammer.
I'll record your message at the tone. When you're finished, hang up or stay on the line for further options.
Hi, James. My name is Scott Carson. I'm with a company called Inverse Investments. We specialize in buying distressed residential commercial loans. Wanted to see if you guys have anything in your books that you might be looking to get rid of this fourth quarter, whether it's a one-off or a mini bulk we buy, basically just about anything in most of the major markets. Buying for our own portfolio and working with the borrowers, try to keep them in the property if at all possible. But love to visit with you, see if you got anything in your books that you might have available. I can reach back directly at area code 512-585-3810. Once again, 512-585-3810. And then my email is also scott at weclosenotes.com. It's scott at weclosenotes.com. Have a great day. Enjoy your lunch. We'll talk to you later, bud. Bye. All right. Got that. Perfect on that. Awesome. Direct special assets. All right. Next, we'll go to Bank United. Now, Bank United is a pretty good-sized bank I've bought from in the past, if I remember correctly. Yeah, see, 94 branch offices found in 3 states. Now, see, this is where you get the REO agent. You want to really call them Consumer Loan Servicing or Loan Servicing Department. Okay, loss mit loan servicing. See, an 877 number, not where you want to go to. So let's call the main office there. Cheers.
Welcome to Bank United. Your calls may be monitored or recorded for quality control purposes. To reach our 24-hour automated service in both English and Spanish, for account information on your existing accounts, press 1. Para utilizar nuestro sistema automatizado disponible 24 horas al día en inglés y en español, para información sobre sus cuentas vigentes, oprima 1. If you are calling regarding your home equity loan or line of credit, press 2. To access your mortgage loan, press 3. For questions regarding online banking, press 4. If you are having trouble using a debit card or to report a lost or stolen ATM credit card, press 5. To activate your debit card or change your PIN number, press 6. Your calls may be monitored or recorded for quality purposes. Please hold while we transfer your call.
Thank you for calling Bank United. This is Norman. With who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
I think the pleasure's all mine, Norman. My name is Scott Carson. How you doing today?
I'm fine. Thank you for asking. And how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm trying to track down your guys' special assets or secondary marketing department.
Guys, we aren't able to transfer calls. Are you trying to offer services?
No, I'm trying to speak to your special assets manager to buy. I've bought from you guys in the past some of your distressed debt, and so trying to reach out to the department there because the number I have is no longer a working extension. The person's moved on.
What's the name of the person?
It's Stephen Johnson.
Allow me just a moment. Okay. No, I don't see anybody by this name. What is exactly what you need? What are you offering?
We buy banks distressed residential commercial loans. So I mean we buy on a bulk basis a lot of times, and that's what we're trying to do is trying to reach out to the asset manager. Let me jump in here real fast and see if I've got somebody. Give me 1 second here. How's the weather there today?
The weather is actually started raining right now.
Is
my slamming. So
is there a?
afternoon.
Yeah, I understand that. Is there a Evan Bowman still there by any chance as well?
What is his first name?
Evan, E-V-A-N.
Evan?
Yeah.
And what is his last name?
Bowman, B-O-W-M-A-N.
No, I don't have anybody called Evan.
Okay.
Bowman.
Let me see here one more. I've got a full list here.
Is it the assets, community assets department?
Assets, yeah, that would possibly be it. Yeah, or chief credit desk as well.
Okay, asset department or. Okay, bear with me just a moment. Let me see if I can find someone. Allow me 2 to 3 minutes, please.
Yes, ma'am, not a problem.
Thank you, appreciate it.
The dream of home ownership is American as apple pie, but the last few years have threatened America's dream. At Bank United, we make the dream of buying a home a reality. Whether you're looking to purchase your first home, trading up to a new one, or refinancing one you already own, you'll find competitive rates, personal service, and a wide range of solutions that are right here in your backyard. Start living the dream today. Speak with a mortgage specialist when we return to the line. We have a variety of ways to help you save. Ask us about our competitive CD rates, money market accounts, and checking accounts that are right for you. We thank you for choosing Bank United. A client care center representative will be with you momentarily.
Thank you for holding, and I do apologize for the wait. I do apologize. We don't have an asset department. No one's just, the only thing I can do is send this information to the procurement department so they can investigate and give you a call back.
Actually, do you have can you check one more or 2 more names of Juan Bustabad?
Juan.
Yeah, Bustabad, B-U-S-T-A-B-A-D. Or a...
allow me just a moment. Let me go ahead. I found out his phone number book. Actually, his extension. Would you like me to transfer you?
That would be great. Thank you.
Excellent. You're welcome. Anything else that I can do before I transfer you?
No, that's perfect.
Excellent. Have a great day, and thank you for calling back. Just a moment, please. United, this one. Can I help you?
Hi, Juan. My name is Scott Carson. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. You?
Good. I was directed to you as being in charge or in the Special Assets Department for Bank United. Is that correct?
Yes.
Our company specializes in buying distressed portfolios and one-offs of residential and commercial properties. You guys have anything on your books you're looking to get rid of?
Not that I can think of. I could put you in contact with someone in our department,
That'd be great.
but currently at the moment they're all in meeting.
That's fine. You have a name, and I can follow back up with you either via email or direct phone number.
Yeah, actually, could you send me an email, and that way it'll be in writing. That way I'll forward it to my group.
Yeah.
My email is J.
Uh-huh.
Boostabat, I'll spell that out for you. B as in boy.
Uh-huh.
U as in umbrella.
Yep.
S as in Sam. E as in Tom. A as in apple. B as in boy.
Mhm.
A as in apple. And D as in David. So it should read Bust A Bat.
Nice name, man. I like that.
Yeah, right? Everyone always gives me something on that.
Okay.
So that at bankunited.com.
Great. Thank you, Juan. I appreciate it. I'll shoot an email over later this afternoon.
Alrighty, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Alrighty, bye-bye.
All right. See how we leverage that with that. Susie Gleam may also be that. So that's another thing we can see on here. Special Assets Facility Underwriter at Bank United. So we'll also do Susie Gleam and try to reach out to her as well via email address. But that's what's great about LinkedIn on that. He's in the department. He's not the yes or no on it, but hey, we're in the right makings. I'm sure you guys can figure that out. Any questions about that before we get rock and rolling? Yep. Follow up with emails to him and then Susie as well. What do I send in my email? It's very similar. With Juan, say, hey, Juan, it was great visiting with you earlier today. As we talked about, inverse investments or inverse asset fund, we specialize in buying distressed residential commercial loans. Want to see if you had anything on your books that you might be looking to get rid of. I with Bank United, since I've bought from them in the past, I'll reach back into my email, see if I have a contact for them. But literally, we buy directly residential commercial loans for our own portfolio. I want to see if you guys had anything on your books this quarter that you're looking to get rid of before the end of the year. And, just that information, my signature, and hey, be good to go. Okay. All right. That's a good one. I like that one. No proof of who you are? I mean, I'll have my link. They'll click on my LinkedIn profile. That's what people think about sending an email out. They'll click on that. They'll see who I am. I may say we've been buying since 2008. Really, I may also throw on there we've bought from Wells Fargo, Bank of Popular, Capital One. It doesn't have to be. You don't have the truth. I would open it up. You got to realize that most of the guys, when you're reaching out, hey, we're looking for stuff in most of the major metroplexes, right? I'm not going to proof up until they tell me to proof up, but if they look at my LinkedIn profile, there'll be a link on there, it'll be good enough. How much money do you need to start? This isn't costing anything, all right? I raise all my capital with private money, all right? You can make a lot of money, Abe. You can make six figures definitely on this stuff if you do it, but most people aren't going to put the work into it, okay? So let's move on down to Bay Cities Bank. We're going to get through 20 on these. And then we're going to reach out and then start calling some of the asset managers on the other list. So we'll go another hour. You're going to need some money for marketing, but Abe, I raise capital. We raise private capital. We're buying deals left. If you're asking that question, Abe, you should probably check out the virtual workshop November 13th through the 15th that we offer. Okay. I can't go into that here on the call with you guys. All right. We got more important things to do. Okay. I'm sure you can respect that.
calling Bay Cities Bank. If you know your party's extension, you may enter it now or at any time during this message. For a company directory, press 9. To reach the West Shore branch, press 1. For the corporate offices, press 2. For loan administration.
Corporate offices, hit 2.
Centennial Bank, this is Desiree. How can I help you?
Hi, Desiree. My name is Scott Carson. How you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing great. You guys having great weather down there this afternoon?
We are, yes. A
That's,
little warm, but you know.
hey, it could be a whole lot worse, right?
I'm sure.
Hey, I am trying to track down your guys' secondary marketing or special assets department. Who would I talk to for that?
We have quite a few of the staff in a training right now, but I think Gary and Allen would be able to assist you.
Did you say Gary Allen?
His name's Gary, and his last name is Allen, A-L-L-E-N.
Awesome.
I'm going to see. I know he's in the office, I'm pretty sure. So let me put you there and see if he can help you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Hi, you've reached Gary Allen with Centennial Bank. I'm either on my other line or away from my desk. Please leave me a message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.
Please leave a message at the tone. When finished, you may hang up or press pound for additional options.
Hi, Gary. My name is Scott Carson with Inverse Investments. I was put through to you that you might be the individual in charge of special assets or know who in charge of that or secondary marketing there for Bay Cities Bank or Centennial Bank. We buy distressed residential commercial loans and wanted to see if you guys have anything on your books that you may be looking to get rid of this quarter or as the year rolls out. So I can be reached back directly at area code 512-585-3810. Once again, 512-585-3810. We are buying for our own portfolio. I can also be reached back via email at scott@weclosenotes.com. That's scott@weclosenotes.com. Thanks and have a great day. Bye. Oh, Jeff, do you know Gary? It's funny. Small world. All right. I was going to say, if I talk to the guys and say, hey, Gary Allen, are you a country music fan? All right. So Gary Allen, and then let's dial back here. Let's get his direct email as well.
Thank you for calling Bay Cities Bank.
Centennial Bank, this is Desiree. How can I help you?
Hi, Desiree. Scott Carson here. I wanted to thank you for directing me over to Gary Allen. I meant to ask you, would you be kind enough to give me his email so I can follow up directly with him that way as well?
Oh, certainly. It's his first initial, G, and it's followed by his last name, A-L-L-E-N, at bay-cities-bank.com.
Now, with you guys getting bought by Centennial Bank, is that email address going to change anytime soon? Do you know?
It will. Yes, it will be changed. I think they're expected to do that within the next week to two. But anything coming through our Bay Cities will be forwarded right into our new one.
Great, then. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful afternoon, okay?
You're welcome. You too. Thanks.
Bye-bye. Okay. So, yes, Wayne, you're exactly right. It's important to say that you're buying for our own portfolio because it says you're not a broker. Exactly. Hey, we're buying, been in business since 2008. We're not a broker. Okay. Okay. So I like that one. 7 branches in Florida there. All right, let's move on there. We're not doing Bay Credit Union. Go to Beach Community Bank. Fort Walton Beach. Nice area. 50244 9900.
Thank you for calling Beach Community Bank. This is Sandy. How may I help you?
Hi, Sandy. My name is Scott Carson. How you doing this afternoon?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I'd be doing better if I was there in Fort Walton. But anyway,
Where are you?
I'm out of Austin, Texas, actually.
Well, that's not a bad place.
No, could be a whole lot worse. I was wanting to know if you guys could, if you could possibly transfer me over to your special assets department.
Please hold for 1 moment.
Thank you. Oh, I got hung up on. Let's call her back. Sounded like she tried to actually forward me.
Beach Community Bank, this is Mickey. How may I help you?
Hi, Nikki. Scott Carson here. How you doing this afternoon?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I was just speaking to somebody over there. They were transferring to your special assets department. We got hung up on. Can you help me out with that? Maybe transfer me to, is it Scott McCormick that's still in charge over there?
He is. I can actually give you to his assistant 'cause I'm not sure if he's in or not. But
That's fine.
he can help you, okay?
Thank you.
Special Assets, Liz.
Hi, Liz. My name is Scott Carson. How you doing this afternoon?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. I'm sure the weather is lovely over there in Fort Walton today, huh?
I believe so. I haven't been out there, but it looks beautiful. I just get to look at it.
There you go. They get to tempt you with it. Hey, I wanted to touch base with you and see if you guys have anything on your books that you might be looking to get rid of this fourth quarter. We specialize in buying distressed residential and commercial loans.
We don't have any loans to sell. We do have ORE property, but we only sell market value.
Okay. All right.
Don't discount it.
No problem. No problem at all. Do you have an email address I can follow up with my contact information in case you end up moving something before the end of the year?
Certainly.
Sweet. What's your email?
Email is Liz, L-I-Z, Anderson Mary, at beachcommunitybank.com.
beachcommunitybank.com. Now, Scott, keeping you busy over there?
He does a good job, yes.
That's good. All righty. Well, hey, I will let you go, and I'll follow up with an email to you as well. And have a great week. We'll talk to you later.
Well, thank you. You too.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. So one thing I keep in mind, you're talking to an assistant. Now, well, two things. When you're talking to an assistant, they're very unlikely to give you an email. That's why they're there to collect that stuff. But now that she gave me Liz M, I'm willing to bet that Scott's email is scottm@beachcommunity.com. beachcommunitybank.com. All right. So now the nice thing about Lingite here is that we pulled up Beach Community Bank, 14 branch offices, loan servicing, special assets department right there, which is really nice. Okay. So when we click on that, that takes us to the next thing here. Same phone number, but now we've got a name, which is critical. Now we can name drop. All right. Now they did say they don't sell at a discount. They do have REO, the surrender value. Excuse me. That's okay. The idea is we're building a relationship with that. So they got it could be they may be selling stuff that's got some equity in it that we could follow up with and see what they've got available. All right. Question here. Yeah, Marcus, there are a lot of banks that say you don't reduce, but they do end up taking a discount at some sort. That's why this is so important this time of year. Gil asked the question, would you entertain bank assets we receive that are up for bidding or auction for one-offs or pulls before we submit to you? I don't want to deal on an auction basis. That's yeah, I mean, if they got stuff that they're looking for bids to take stuff on, definitely, but I'm not going to buy off of auction.com or DebtX. It just doesn't make sense for the most part, okay? But yeah, I would take a look at stuff, see what they have. Yeah, with 14 branches, they would more likely have stuff that's non-performing. She didn't say they don't have non-performing. They just said they don't like to discount. Okay. But at the end of the year, even a 10, 15% discount, especially in Fort Walton Beach, is a good area. All right. Got to realize too, that market's appreciating. So if you can get a deal now, even if you're paying par and you have foreclosed out, hey, you may have a ton of equity there as well. Plus, the borrowers may also have other assets. So if they judgment liens, things like that, they may be cross-collateralized. So I like that one right there. Okay, they're going to have something in non-performing at some point. It's just a matter of following up when they're ready to move it. Okay. All right. Let's go to Biscayne Bank now. Coconut Grove, not a bad market area either. 3-branch office, smaller bank. Let's go more contact deals. Oops.
Good afternoon, Miss Maine.
Yeah, hi. My name is Scott Carson. Who am I speaking with?
You're speaking with Albany. How may I help you?
Hi. I'm trying to reach your guys' special assets or secondary marketing department.
Do you have anyone in specific?
No, it's been a while since I've reached over to there. I don't have a direct name.
Okay. Okay, one moment. May I take a message?
Yeah, is Edgar Nieto in by any chance?
I believe so. I can transfer you to him.
Let me try him.
Like,
Thank you.
okay, not a problem.
Thank you for calling Biscayne Bank. This is Edgar.
Hi, Edgar. My name is Scott Carson. How you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing great. great. How about yourself?
I'm doing wonderful. Maybe you can help me out. I got transferred over to you. I'm trying to track down your guys' special assets or secondary marketing department. Do you know who that would be?
Yes. Well, it's my boss, but she's not here.
Okay.
What are you looking? You're looking to see if we have any?
Yeah, I'm looking to see if you guys have any residential commercial loans in your books that you might be looking to move off before the year's up.
All right. Do me a favor. How about this? Send me an email with what you're looking for.
Yeah.
And I'll go ahead and forward it to her and see if we have anything. I don't think we have anything.
That's fine.
Honestly.
I'll still follow up with you. I mean, I'm sure you probably get stuff from time to time. Not having anything right now is a good thing for you guys. Congratulations on that, huh?
Yeah, thanks.
What's your email address, Edgar?
Yeah, it's ENIETO at biscaynebank.com.
Okay. Bank.com. All right. And then who's your boss's name by any chance, just so I can reference that?
Anna.
Okay.
Anna Dominguez.
All right. Cool. So look for an email me from me later today, and look forward to hearing from you.
Perfect. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks, man. Have a great day.
You too.
All right. Bye. All right. So great on that one. I like that too. May not have anything right now. Obviously, I don't think we have anything right now. But how many branches do they have here? Let's take a look here. 3 branch offices in 1 state. Hey, that's fine. But I'll follow up with Edgar on here as well. It's nice. I can connect with him, drop him an email there as well. I got the name of his boss, Anna Dominguez, so I got her email address as well, Dominguez at Biscayne Bank. Biscaynebank.com. I like that. Okay. Get a hold of people. We're hitting those numbers pretty good here. So let's call Brandon Bank, and then let's take a quick 5-minute break. All right. I'm going to go for another hour. I may go for, I'll start calling on these FDIC closed banks here in the next 20 minutes. But let's call one more. Let's get 20 done on this route, and then we'll move to the other list. Inverness, Florida, Brandon Bank. 15 branch offices, okay, or 15, yeah, 15 different offices, good. All right, let's go here. 352.
Thank you for calling Brandon Bank. Can I direct your call?
I'm trying to track down your special assets or secondary marketing department.
Okay, hold on just a moment.
Thank you.
You're welcome. This is Brandy. How can I help you?
Hi, Brandy. My name is Scott Carson. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I am trying to track down Brennan Bank's special assets or secondary marketing department. Is that you?
Sort of. I'm kind of wearing the hat right now.
Well, hey, I don't want to take too much of your time, but I appreciate you answering. Our company specializes in buying distressed residential and commercial loans. Do you have anything on your books that you may be looking to move off this quarter?
We don't.
Okay.
I wish we did.
Well, it's a good thing you probably don't. You know what I mean? That means you guys are doing a good job.
Yeah, no, I've got you.
Do you have an email address then that I could just follow up with my contact information
Sure.
in case you do?
Yep, sure do. It's E as in boy, Ballard, so BBALLARD at Brandon Banks with the S plural.com.
Brandon Banks, okay. And it was, I'm sorry, your first name was Brandy, is that correct?
Brandy, yep,
With a Y or an I?
IE.
I-E. All right, Brandy. I appreciate it and look for an email from me later today. All righty?
All right, great.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Boy. So that's another asset manager we get a hold of. All right, so let's look at our 20 phone calls we've made so far here. So is that page 2? 20 phone calls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That's pretty good. 17 out of 20 phone calls. We got asset manager names. That's freaking rocks. That is freaking cool. Stephanie just walked in the office here. That is really, really cool. Now, the question is, keep in mind, we got some no's, obviously, but if you get 1 out of the 17 that have got something, which I guarantee we know the larger banks are going to have stuff, great. The smaller banks may not have anything right now, but that actually works in your favor too, because they're not used to it, so they don't have the big sources to go at. They haven't developed those relationships sometimes. Some of the best deals I've gotten have come from banks that were smaller banks that just didn't have anything to move at any given point. So that's a great day right there so far. So let's do this. You guys are going to have some questions. I got to run to the little men's room here real fast, and our little boys' room, and we'll come back. We'll take a quick 5-minute break, and then I'll dive into making the asset manager phone calls on the banks there. All right? Let you type your question. Oh, back up. All right. So we got through 1, 2, 3, 4 pages out of a possible 44. All right. So the beautiful thing on that is, hey, you could spend one whole month, literally, if you figured about that. You got 11 pages here calling asset managers. 11 days. That's calling twice a week, really, or 3 times a week to get through the full list if you need to in 2 hours to 3 hours. I mean, I could knock out probably another 20 phone calls, another hour if I wasn't just answering questions and stopping and starting, you know what I mean? But trying to delay the information that's in my head for you. So, great way. Any other questions before we roll into the FDIC closed bank list? Totally right, Christina. Yes, even one of those no's opens doors for later when they do have stuff, and they're going to have stuff. We're going to have another bubble burst, I guarantee, in different areas of the country. All right. we will move on then. All right, so we got here. For those that are joining us late, actually, Adrian, what I'm going to be doing is calling the banks that acquired the banks recently. Okay, it's over a year old. The banks are no longer going to be in business. Obviously not in business because these are all that were sold, that were bought up by these companies. Okay, and so what I would prefer to start with. And it was literally a couple. I just had Steph pull the first 50 out there, and she made some notes on there. Now Resident Bank. Let's do this. To help out with you guys, so you guys can see some stuff. Let's call 423. We're gonna call some of these larger banks, try and get on the phone and see if they've got anything available to help expedite that for you guys. Okay. So. Well, if the market goes down again, Elvin, the problem buying notes, if the market is then the assets, the notes themselves are written more than what the property is worth, so they have to take a discount at that point. Okay, there's not a problem because then they're forced to take a haircut. Okay, all right. So the first one, Steph hang on here. Steph pulled Fidelity Bank, Peachtree at 32 locations. Let's give him a phone call. Oh, I need a notepad. So I'll type my notes in out of here.
You sure?
Yeah.
Fidelity Bank, this is Gary. Can I help you?
Hi, Gary. I'm trying to track down Fidelity Bank's Special Assets Department. Do you know who that would be by any chance?
Yeah, it'll be me.
Oh, okay. My company's Inverse Investments, and we purchase pools and one-offs of distressed residential and commercial loans. Wanted to see if you guys had anything on your books that you're looking to get rid of this quarter by any chance.
We don't sell distressed loans.
Oh, you don't sell anything? Okay. All right.
No, sir.
Um,
And Oreo properties, we market ourselves. So.
Okay. Okay. You guys just picked up a bank too here recently, didn't you? Bank of Georgia or something like that?
Bank of Georgia. Yes.
Cool. All right. Well, cool. Well, then I won't bother your time. Do you mind if I drop you an email though, in case you ever do?
I've been in this for 9 years and they've never sold a loan yet. That's not the approach they take. We have our loan officers that have worked those and from cradle to grave, so to speak.
All right. No problem. I'll let you go then. Have a great afternoon.
All right, sir.
Thanks. Bye. All right. So they don't sell. That's fine. Cradle to grave. You'll have that happen occasionally. It's not the norm. All right. So let's move on down here to these are the assets. 197 brand. First Citizens Bank and Trust Company. All right. 803 733.
Thank you for calling First Citizens main office. June, may I help you?
Hi, June. My name is Scott Carson. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Good. I am trying to track down somebody in your special assets department. Do you know who that would
Do
be?
you have the name?
I don't off the top of my head here. No, I sure don't.
Because we would, hold on a second, let me check for you.
Okay.
So I can give you a different number for you to call.
Okay.
It's 1-866. 322-4249.
Okay.
Okay?
Any person in particular I'll be asking for?
We don't have we're not able to look up the person or the department as far as, if you know the name, then we can look that up by the name. Other than that, you have to call a toll-free number.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right. So hang on a second here. They've got a special assets. Let's do this here real first. First is Edison's Bank and Trust. We've got an asset manager, so we'll just go here. There we go, right there. Raleigh, North Carolina. 406. Look at that. Special Assets Department. See, there's a contact person there. Glenn McCoy. All right. And we've got an email for Glenn McCoy at First Citizens. All right. Yeah, we just had the wrong number.
Thank you for calling First Citizens Bank. Using your touch-tone phone, please select from the following options. For the employee directory, press 1. For check verification.
Hello and welcome. Please say or enter the extension number of the person you're calling. You can also say the name. To spell the name, press 1. To access your mailbox, press pound. Using your keypad, please spell the name, last name first. Sorry, but I'm not finding a match for that name. Try again. Spell the person's name, last name first. Sorry, but I'm not finding a match for that name. Try again. Spell the person's name. Please hold. Someone will help you in a moment.
Thank you for calling First Citizens Bank. Using your touch-tone phone, please select from the following options. For the employee directory, press 1. For check verification, press 2. For loan payoff and collection, press 3. To repeat your selections again, please press 9. If you are calling an existing First Citizens Bank customer or would like to open a new account, please dial 888 FC Direct.
Ah. Well, then I'll drop an email out to Glenn McCoy at First Citizens, see if they got anything on that. Okay. And then we'll do that. All right. So let's call Banco Popular, because they're going to be the farthest ones out as well, because we're getting close to being 4:15 back out there. So we'll make another 45 minutes worth of phone calls and pretty much wrap it up for the day. 787-751-9800. Let's cross-reference the line guide here. Gary Walker. So let's see if Gary Walker or David Marquette. Oh no.
Gracias por llamar a Banco Popular. Thank you for calling Banco Popular. To continue in English, press 1. Si conoce el número. If you know the desired extension number, you may dial it now or remain online for assistance. To assure the quality of our service, this call may be monitored. At this moment, all of our representatives are attending other calls. Please wait online. Solo tienes que hacer una transacción de depósito, ya sea cheques o efectivo, en los cajeros identificados como Depósito Fácil de Banco Popular y podrías ganar un carro Kia Rio 2016, uno de 2 Apple Watches, una de 3 cámaras GoPro y premios en efectivo de $500 y $1,000. Es así de fácil. Recibirás una participación por cada transacción de depósitos, así que mientras más deposites, más oportunidades tienes de ganar. Es el momento de aumentar tu suerte con Depósito Fácil. Para detalles o reglas, visita popular.com/depósito-fácil/concurso. Banco Popular es miembro FDIC. Nada que comprar para participar.
Good afternoon, Rosario speaking. How may I help you?
Yeah, hi, my name is Scott Carson. How you doing this afternoon?
Fine, how can we help you?
I'm trying to reach your Special Assets Department.
Okay, give me a second, please.
No problem.
Can you give me a second, please? We're finding the Special Assets Department.
No
See if
problem.
I can find somebody in. Give me a second, please. Okay, the Special Assets Department is not appearing under that name on the system. Do you have a contact name?
Yeah, Gary Walker. Yeah, Gary Walker.
Gary Walker?
Uh-huh.
Okay, give me a second, please. Okay. There I have Gary Walker. He's on the Commercial Asset Management.
Mm-hmm.
The extension 431104.
431104 is the extension.
That's correct. I'm going to transfer you.
Great, then.
Thank you for calling. Have a nice day.
You too.
Oh, sir.
Yes.
Yes, Gary's extension seems to be busy at the moment. I'm going to transfer you to a direct line that I have here on the system for him,
Okay.
so he can help you. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling. Have a nice day.
Too.
Ganar grandes premios. Sorry,
Gary Walker.
is not available. Record a message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hi, Gary. My name is Scott Carson with a company called Inverse Investments out of Austin, Texas. Wanted to touch base with you. I believe you're the person in charge of special assets or commercial asset management over there. I wanted to see if you guys have any residential commercial loans on your books that you may be looking to move. We're buying in most of the major markets, including Puerto Rico, and buying for our own portfolio. So love to see what you've got available that you may be looking to move this, end of the year, fourth quarter. I can be reached back directly at area code 512-585-3810. Once again, it's 512-585-3810, or via email at scott@weclosenotes.com. It's scott@weclosenotes.com. We are buying in most major metroplexes. I've actually bought some stuff up in Detroit from you guys a few years back. I think from a Michael or Steve Smith, who used to work with you guys, Special Assets Office out of California. So love to see what you got available. Once again, 512-585-3810. Have a great day, Scott. Bye. All right. So let's see questions here. On the first contact, do you ever get someone to send out an NPN list? Not usually, Marcus. I mean, sometimes you will, but most of the time, these banks are going to make you sign a non-disclosure agreement first before you get a list. Remember, we talked about this before at the beginning. 50 phone calls, 14 contacts, 4 NDAs, 1 list usually. Okay? So we're really actually ahead since we got 17 contacts of the first 20. But on the law of numbers, we may go over the second round. But we've got email and we've got names of people here and direct extensions. That's who we need to reach to. So Gary Walker, and I'll just reach out to him as well, which is kind of a nice thing. Let's pull this up here. So Bank of Puerto Rico, Gary Walker. (430104). Okay. We'll reach out and find out his name. I'll connect with him on LinkedIn as well. Cool. All right. Bank of Chicago. Who did they just buy? Anything I especially write to him when I connect him on LinkedIn, just say, hey, Mark or Gary left you a voice message earlier. Just wanted to follow up with you online, connect with you, see if you've got anything on your books you're looking to get rid of. Just it's an easy. What's going to happen? They're obviously going to look at my LinkedIn profile and see that I buy stuff. It's going to work in my favor. Okay. And then if he connects with me, then hopefully then I've got his contact information through LinkedIn. All right. Two 4190921. Where did you get that number from?
Hello, thank you for calling. Please leave a message.
That's the wrong number. I typed in the wrong number as I'm sitting here. 630-241. Sorry about that.
Thank you for calling Republic Bank in Darien. This is Jessica speaking. How can I help you?
Hi, Jessica. My name is Scott Carson. How you doing today?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing wonderful. Thank you for asking. Hey, I am trying to track down your guys' special assets or secondary marketing manager.
Okay, give me one moment. I'm going to send you to our corporate office, okay?
That's perfect. Thank you. What's that number in case we get disconnected?
I'm sorry?
What's that phone number in case we get disconnected?
Here, let me pull up the actual phone number. That is going to be 630
Mm-hmm.
570
570.
7700.
Thank you.
No problem. All right.
Good afternoon, Republic Bank. How may I direct your call?
Hi, I'm trying to reach somebody in special assets or secondary marketing, please.
Which one do you want?
Special assets, if you have it.
One moment.
Thank you.
Hello, you've reached the voicemail of Linda Lashevsky. I'm either on the telephone or away from my desk. Please leave a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for calling and have a great day. Please leave a message at the tone. When finished, you may hang up or press pound for additional options.
Hi, Linda. My name is Scott Carson with a company called Inverse Investments. I believe you're in charge of special assets for the Republic Bank of Chicago, and wanted to see if you guys have anything on your portfolio that you may be looking to get rid of your books this fourth quarter. Congratulations on your guys' recent acquisition, but would love to see if you guys are looking to move any residential, commercial first liens from your portfolio warehouse lines. I can be reached back directly at area code 512-585-3810. Once again, it's area code 512-585-3810. Inverse Investments. We've been buying distressed debt for our own portfolio since 2008. Very familiar with the Chicago market. We just purchased $2 million portfolio up in that neck of the woods a few months back. So once again, Scott Carson with Inverse Investments. Email is scott@weclosenotes.com. Once again, scott@weclosenotes.com. So look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day. Bye. All right, so let's do this. Let's call back and get her direct phone number or email, because that was a crazy last name. Just get the cheapest lane guide product, the online. You don't need the CD.
Good afternoon, Republic Bank. How may I direct your call?
Yes, ma'am. You were kind enough to forward me over to Linda in Special Assets, and with her voicemail, I could not understand her last name. Is there any chance you could just spell her last name? How is that spelled, ma'am?
Lenhinske.
Lenhinske. Okay, perfect. And do you happen to have her email address by any chance?
LLashinsky@republicebank.com.
republicebank.com. Thank you so much, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Have a great day. Bye. All right, so cool. All right, so that's another one. Let's go Republic Bank here. Look at that number. Let's do it's Linda Lenhinske. All right, perfect. Cool. We are moving along. All right, so Georgia, Illinois. Let's call First NBC Bank here. Well, I'm not paid a spiff on if you guys sign for lane guide. I don't know if he keeps track of that or not. Okay, so First NBC Bank, is that right on that list there? Oh yeah, 504 is New Orleans. Okay.
This is Brenda speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, Brandon. My name is Scott Carson. How you doing today?
I'm fine, and you, sir?
I'm doing great. I am trying to track down your guys' special assets or secondary marketing department.
Okay. Anybody in particular?
Let's see on here. Maybe a Eunice Davis.
Davis in the marketing department?
Yeah.
No, we have Patrick Jackson, and we have Ed Marshall.
Do you have a chief credit desk office by any chance, or chief credit risk office?
You're looking for the credit department?
Well, we purchase distressed mortgages from banks and hedge funds, and usually their department, the office title is special assets or secondary marketing or chief credit officer.
Chief credit officer. Okay, let me connect you to the credit.
Okay.
Let's see who we get in credit. Let's see. Credit officer. I'm gonna connect you to 3885. Okay, hold on, please.
Okay.
Hold on, I'll connect.
Hi, this is Frank Ugetta of the First NBC Bank Credit Department. I'm sorry, but I'm not available right now. So if you don't mind, please leave your name and your phone number and a message, and I'll return your call as soon as possible. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Hi, Frank. My name is Scott Carson with Investments. We're a company out of Austin, Texas, and wanted to reach out to you to see if you guys had anything on your books that you may be looking to move. I don't know if you would know who would handle your guys' special assets or secondary marketing, but we specialize in buying one-offs and portfolios of distressed residential and commercial properties. So I got transferred to you because sometimes I guess the offices are named Chief Credit Officer, Chief Credit Desk. So I can be reached back directly at area code 512-585-3810. Once again, 512-585-3810. And my direct email is scott@weclosenotes.com. That's scott@weclosenotes.com. So look forward to hearing from you. I hope you have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye. All right. So let's go back to here. Frankie Jetta. Questions? So that United Fidelity Bank FSB on here is on there a couple times. Okay, so let's check them out because they've made some purchases, so they may have some stuff.
direct your call?
Special Assets Department, please.
Okay, hold on a moment.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, bank. This is Cheryl.
Hi, Cheryl. My name is Scott Carson. How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Are you the person I need to speak to in charge of special assets or secondary marketing for you guys?
No.
Do you know who that would
No.
be?
No, I do not. But I can find out for you. Hold on a second.
Thank you.
Please continue to hold. Your call is important to us. Thanks for holding. This is Jessica.
Hi, Jessica. My name is Scott Carson. How you doing this afternoon?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am doing great. I've been transferred around, and hopefully you're the person I'm looking for. Are you in charge of special assets or secondary marketing for you guys?
Special access for what? I'm sorry?
Special assets or secondary marketing?
Oh, that would probably be Mark. He's at our office, but he's not in at the moment.
Okay.
Is there maybe a number I could have him call you back at?
Yeah, sure thing. Phone number, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right, 512-585-3810.
3810.
And then I'll give you my email address too. That might be helpful. It's real easy.
Okay.
Scott, SCOTT, at weclosenotes.com.
We close notes.
Yes, ma'am. Weclosenotes.com. Mm-hmm. And what's Mark's last name, just so I know?
Isaac.
Okay, cool. And it looks like you guys bought a couple banks recently, huh?
Yeah, we're growing, that's for sure.
That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Yeah, I think so. We're not convinced yet. Most of us that are back home still, we're not sure about that.
I can understand that. Well, what we specialize in is we buy assets from banks like you guys, distressed residential commercial loans. And so we buy for our own portfolio. We try to work with the borrowers and go from there. So just reaching out as it's the beginning of the fourth quarter to see if you guys have anything that you may be looking to get rid of before the year's up.
Okay. Yeah, I know Mark takes calls like this from time to time, so I'll have him give you a call. Okay?
Great. Then I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Jessica.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. Cool. That's a good one. Mark Isaac. Let's. I didn't ask for his email because she's probably not going to give that out anyway. I mean, I could have asked for it, but let's do this. Mark Isaac. See if anything pops up. Or did I? All right, that's fine. But at least we've got a name. We'll go from there. She might have given me that, but it's okay. Okay, so Mark has a question. Now, when you call these small banks, how far away do they typically have assets? A few cities away? Other states are just the surrounding area typically. Usually if it's a smaller bank, it's just around the area. But if you look back here, if we look here at the closed bank list, all right, United Fidelity Bank bought a bank in Denver, Colorado, and Chicago, Illinois. So, and they're out of Indiana. So if we go back here to Lane Guide, they're getting a footprint across the country. All right. They've got 14 branch offices in 4 states. So that tells me enough right there that, hey, they're more of a regional size lender. Obviously, according to Jessica, they're growing. So my goal on this, let's see if we can't find an email from somebody here, even in servicing. No. Actually, we'll do back to just first. What did I just do here? Oh. I'll track something down on that. I'm not worried about finding that email. It's a good one. That's it. You can send that to me, Diana. Email it to me. There it is right there. Perfect. Yep. That'd be him. Bam. All right, so it's gone out to connect with him. He's on LinkedIn. All right, thank you, Diana. All right, so let's go to some more phone calls here. Okay, so Bank Vista, let's go to them. Let's go to Howard Bank in Maryland. Let me get ready to close here, so that may be a long shot, but Howard Bank.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Howard Bank. Amanda speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, Amanda. My name is Scott Carson. How you doing today?
Good. How are you?
Good. I am trying to track down your guys' special assets or secondary marketing managers.
Okay. That actually would be Wendy Endress, and she's actually in a meeting right now. Would you like her voicemail when she's done?
Yeah, give me 1 second. What's Wendy's last name again?
It's Endress. It's A-N-D as in David, R-U-S.
Okay. And yeah, I would love to go to her voicemail. Would you be willing to give me her email by any chance so I can follow up with her directly that way too? I know she's busy.
Yeah, sure. Actually, it's pretty easy. It's just W as in Wendy, her last name at howardbank.com.
Sweet. All right. Thank you so much. Send me to her voicemail, please.
All right. Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Welcome to Howard Bank. This is Wendy Andrews. I am unavailable to take your call at this time. Please leave a message and I'll return your call as soon as possible. Thank you.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, simply hang up or press pound for further options.
Hi, Wendy. This is Scott Carson with Inverse Investments. I hope you're doing well this late Wednesday afternoon. Wanted to touch base with you. Our company specializes in buying distressed assets on residential commercial property, or just notes on residential commercial properties. And wanted to see if you guys had anything on your books in either of the states that you guys lend in or anything that comes across your desk from time to time that you might be looking to move this fourth quarter. We're buying one-offs, pools. We buy for our own portfolio, small assets all the way up to large pools. So love to see if you have anything available. Love to chat with you, see what's going on with your market, and go from there. But I can be reached back directly, area code 512-585-3810. Once again, 512-585-3810. And my email address is scott@weclosenotes.com. So I'll follow up with an email to you as well, and look forward to hearing from you. Have a great day. Enjoy your week. Bye. So, all right. So let's go down here. Howard Bank, Wendy D. Andrus, W. Andrus at howardbank.com. Cool. All right. Let's see, Bank Vista here. For the California folks, I'll call Bank of Southern California. How's that sound? Don't think they're primed yet because you guys' values are going like crazy. But anyway, at some point they're going to be moving stuff.
Thank you for contacting the corporate offices of Bank of Southern California. So that we may properly direct your call, please select one of the following options. For the Del Mar branch, please press 1. For our corporate administrative assistant, please press 2. For the loan department, please press 3. If you know your party's extension, you may enter it at any time. Thank you for calling Bank of Southern California. This is Alyssa. How can I help you?
Hi, Melissa. My name is Scott Carson. How you doing this afternoon?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I am trying to track down your guys' special assets or secondary marketing department managers.
You know what? Let me take down your information and get that over to the right people. Can I ask exactly what it is you're calling in?
Yeah, not a problem at all. We purchased portfolios or one-offs, loans on residential commercial properties, and just wanted to see if you guys have anything on your books that, as we get into the fourth quarter, you guys may be looking to move.
Okay, so any loans we're looking to sell for residential commercial?
You got it.
Okay. And what would be the best number to call you on?
Area code 512-585-3810.
And I'm so sorry, what was your name?
No, it's not a problem. It's Scott Carson, SCOTTCARSON.
Okay.
And my company name is Inverse Investments.
Okay, I'll pass along the message.
Right. Let me go give you my email address just in case it's easier. I know those guys or gals are pretty busy like I am. So.
Right, yeah.
Scott@weclosenotes.com.
Scott@weclosenotes.com.
Yeah. You mind if I ask who you'd be passing this on to just so I can keep an eye out?
Probably Bob Marshall.
Bob Marshall? Okay.
Okay, all right, perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. See, that's one thing about California banks. They get a lot of phone calls probably for that stuff from a lot of people out the neck of the woods. So we'll put Bob in here. I don't expect to get a phone call back from them, but at least I got a name. I can follow up. She obviously was not going to give an email out. She's taking my information, so that could be okay. So Bank of Southern California. Questions? Well, Wayne, yeah, I'm not. Wayne asked a question. Would you reference that their assets from the acquired company might be coming due for sale or no? It might make sense with her. Probably not. I just want to get the correct information. But if I reach back out to him, knowing that they bought, let's see here, they bought Frontier Bank, El Paso Bank in Palm Desert, California. It wouldn't hurt. And let's see, when did they buy this? They bought this November of last year, so they're at the time to be moving the stuff right now. Okay, so probably wouldn't hurt. Let me see if we can't find Bank of Southern California. I see these are all across San Diego. Jenna Woolen, Marcus Dunn, Scott Leach, David Atkins, Gary. Let's do this Bank of Southern California special assets. Robert Marshall right there. Okay. Invitation's been sent out to him. All right, so Robert, let's see, get the information sent over and connect with them that way. Questions? Thank you, Christina. Got it. All right, I think that's a good spot to kind of wrap up for the day, everybody. Any questions, comments, concerns? I'm talked out. 3 hours, about all I want to talk. All right. Cool. Questions? All right. Yeah, if you're going to buy Lane Guide, do the online version. It's just easier. There's no reason to buy the disc and download it. It's just easier to do that online version here. Okay. If you're not able to, Donna asked if you're not able to connect with them through, hang on here, through connect to the bank, do you go through LinkedIn? Yeah. Would be helpful to do that, even if they don't work there anymore. They may be able to point you in the right direction. Maybe they might be able to give you some other contacts. They can, Donna. It's just that it starts to get too removed from it. So I always try to find somebody direct, even if it's just reaching out to a different person at the bank. Hey, I'm trying to track this down, and that's worked out before. I don't go if it's a previous employee or they previously worked at the bank. I don't waste my time with them. They're usually so busy, for the most part. I take that back. In some cases, I have reached out, and people have referred. No, you need to speak to this person now. If it was relatively soon, okay. Michael asked a question. A lot of times you're given your experience through leaving messages or speaking with someone. Any suggestions to what someone with no experience might say? To say, yeah, you've been, most of you guys have been doing some sort of distressed debt, invest in distressed or assets for years. So just put that down. You have been buying distressed assets since 2008. Just use that. It's a generic term, but it works well. It's broad enough, but narrow enough that they usually are not going to ask that for the most part. Okay. Glad you enjoyed it, Adria. Thank you, Michael. Michelle, I think Lane Guide works fine. Distress Pro's got some cool things to it. I'd like to show you this route first because it's more detailed. A lot of people will buy Distress Pro and it's a lot of information and they don't get around making the phone calls. Although their phone calls become a little bit more focused. I'm like a shotgun kind of guy. Give me shotgun, splatter, and see what sticks. All right. If anything, these are going to be great contacts to add. Okay. Thanks, Bob. Yeah, exactly, Marlene. Helped prove that making calls to humans is not that intimate. These guys, everybody's pretty friendly. There's only 2 people that were kind of rough a little bit, you can tell. But most of the time, if you're calling this time of the day, it's okay. They're usually feeling pretty good for the most part. Look, you never. Les makes a comment here. If we are going to broker notes we get from banks, we start by saying we're buying for own. You never say broker. All right, Les. You never say broker. If you're going to broker notes, go do something else. Okay. You should be looking at buying these for your own assets of some sort. Okay. If you're going to be a broker and just a wholesaler, honestly, you're ruining it for everybody else out there that's serious buyers. All right. Yes, if you're buying from a portfolio and you move it, if you move it in 10 minutes, that's great. But get away from wholesaling. All you're going to do is shoot yourself in the foot and do a whole lot of nothing and burn bridges for everybody else. Okay? What are some chances you can record some actual conversations with asset managers? You know, I'll try to, but it's just going to be a conversation like you heard me talking with several of these guys. They are asset managers. It's just following up with them. There is a replay, Frank. Yes, it'll be uploaded to Vimeo later today. Gil, for those that you guys on here that are part of the Mastermind Asset Manager phone calls, we'll kick off tomorrow. Look for stuff to be loaded to the base camp tonight. We'll do a webinar tomorrow afternoon on some stuff. Okay. Christina asked the question, how will someone make sure they don't cross over on the ones you've called or others on Lane Guide? If others download the same as you, just how can one watch out for? There's 27,000 freaking phone calls, Christina. You're not, I mean, if you're making, don't call the first 50 in Florida. That's what I would say. Call in other states, okay? You got to quit worrying about, you got to keep looking for reasons for shit not to work, okay? Just go freaking do it. Oh my God, you call somebody here and somebody called them a day ago and stuff. Move on. Be done with it. It's not the end of the world, okay? Just do it. Just go freaking do it, okay? I get people, oh my God, I'm going to create a, who cares? Next. Wayne, glad you enjoyed it, buddy. Yeah, no problem, buddy. Hope everything's finally great with your wife, Wayne. Donna, if you've got it, use it. If you're not using it, all you're doing is wasting money. Okay? I keep the emails. I'll do individual emails out to every one of these asset managers tonight. And then what I'll do is I'll put them into my bulk asset manager contacts. John, hopefully that helped. Okay? You're welcome, Michelle. Yes. Lee did leave you on for the cat. Oh, glad the cat learned how to call asset managers. Meow. Don't say Steph walked in. Really? You got a cat? I'm glad you enjoyed it, Clay. You're welcome, Bill. You got to realize, I'll follow up with an email to these guys every few weeks. Once I've got their information, they're going to get an email until they die or unsubscribe. Okay? Johnny, hope everything's going well, buddy. No problem, Christina. All right. Welcome, Diana. All right, Gil. All right, Delman. All right, everybody. Well, hey, if you're interested in learning more and taking this to a different level, we've got the virtual workshop we do. That's November 13th, 14th, and 15th in November. Price is usually $5.99 per person. It's recorded. You get recordings of the previous workshop, 3 days. We go through a lot of information. So we don't do this during the 3 days. We did in the 4 day, we'd make a few phone calls, but literally, for the most part, I know there's a lot of people out there like, oh, it can't be done. This is how you do it. I guarantee you we're going to get deals from this and go from there. So talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for the kind words and staying focused. This is not, it's not Mount Everest. This is a molehill, everybody. This is just it's just talking to people one at a time. That's really what it comes down to, everybody. One at a time, one conversation, one person. Most people are in good moods. It's doing the little things that most people aren't going to do. That's what makes you successful, no matter what it is in life. Doing the extra things that most people aren't going to do. And quit looking for excuses or reasons not to do things. Screw the excuses and just go freaking do it. If you've got money, yes, you can just fund some deals. Just email me, and we can talk about that too. All right? If you don't want to do the work, that's fine. Just email me. We can put you in the fund or do some JV deals with you as well. So anyway, thanks, Ricky. Thanks, Don. Thanks, Diana. Thank you, everybody. Thank Christina. Thank you for the great questions for everybody. You did a really great job of being focused and sticking to it. So we will talk to you guys later. It is replaying, Joshua. Yes, I'll be sending an email link out to this once it is done, once it's finished converting and uploading and all that good stuff. All right. Take care, everybody. Bye.